Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to my eBay sales for October 2024. So I didn't do too shabby for the month of October. I wasn't really listing as consistently as I would have liked to. I think that's really important, especially with Q4 being here. I really need to start stepping up my game and rummaging through the items that I have been buying for eBay and getting them onto the site so that way they're available to be sold. But despite me being a lazy lister, I was still able to sell some pretty good items with some really good profit margins. So let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? So the very first item that I picked up and sold were this Proactive Renewing Cleanser. This is step one. If you've never used Proactive products before, I believe there were 3 or 4 steps. I know that because I used it for a while. Used in quotation marks because I wasn't very consistent with doing it all the time. Anyway, usually anything that anyone's able to get their hands on proactive wise, I recommend picking it up and, of course, researching it before you buy it. I bought these at a thrift store out in Jersey when I was visiting the old Curiosity Shop. I paid $2.99 each for them, and I did sell both of them. You'll see another one here in just a second. I did sell them for $24.99 each, and so for a $6 investment turned into $50, that ain't too shabby. Now this really surprised me. Well, because I've sold containers before from, way back when. These are the M square medium squared containers. You get pack of 4. They're 32 fluid ounces. These were made, I think, in 2006, if I'm not mistaken. Let's scroll over the picture. Yes, 2006. And I paid $1.99 for 2 of them. Well, $1.99 each, I'm sorry. So $4 total. I listed them both for $24.99. And I think maybe within a day or two, somebody had bought both packs and they paid about $53. No, I'm sorry, $50, but with sales tax, it came to about $52.98, so $53 with sales tax for containers from 2006. So some people, really like their products, or they're disappointed when a brand stops making them. So anytime you can find items like this, I recommend looking them up and picking them up if they're worth it because, like I said, people are loyal to their products, and if they like something, they stick to it, and if they can't find it anymore, they will turn to eBay if they're unable to find them. So keep your eyes peeled for them old containers. Well, old, meaning 18-year-old containers, because I paid only $4 and they sold for $50. So that was a really good return on investment. And like I mentioned, I sold both of these within a short period of time throughout the month of October. The Proactive Cleanse, again, paid $2.99 for it, and it did sell for $24.99. This I bought from the thrift store that supports the military. That's here. It was, I think, right after I had come back from the beach this past summer, or this summer, I'm sorry. And I had found a bunch of stuff. Couldn't believe it. The store, if it wasn't a color that was on sale already, it was 30% off. And then I even had a $10 off coupon to use because I had spent X amount of money in the store. So I want to say that I got this. It wasn't a color that was on sale, so I got it 30% off. I want to say it was like a $2.10, and then of course with I don't remember the exact cost because of the $10 off of everything that I bought. But I did sell this for $14.99. It is texture finishing spray. You guys know me and perfumes. I love finding them when you know, when I'm out and about. This is Mary Kay Velocity Eau de Parfum, full bottle. I paid $2 for this, and it did sell for a full asking price of $29.99. I'd never seen this perfume before, and anytime I see a whole bunch of perfumes and they're priced reasonably, I do like to look them up because sometimes you can find a banger, something that is going to sell for a lot of money. Now, $2 turned into 30 is a great profit, but sometimes you can find something for just a couple dollars and you can sell it for over $100, depending on the name and the manufacturer and such. Always play a role in the value of something, or if it's discontinued, just like this Velocity is. That's why I'd never seen it before because they don't make it anymore. And again, it's one of those things where they don't sell it anymore, and of course, people are going to turn to the internet to see if they can find it reasonable enough so that they can still use the product that they know and love. So, as you all know, earlier this year, the clothing store Rue 21 did close its doors. All their brick and mortar stores are now closed. I haven't checked online to see if their e-commerce site is still up and running because I know Bed Bath & Beyond is still online, Sears is still online, but I'm not sure about Rue 21 themselves. Anyway, so I was at one of the local indoor flea markets here, and I spotted this Carbon Elements cologne, and I think it had just been right after Rue 21 had closed its doors that I picked this up. And I want to say I paid about $3.20 for it. As you can see, it is not a full bottle, or it was not a full bottle. It's about, I would say it was about maybe like half, maybe just slightly under half full. Um, when I picked up the bottle, I could feel that it wasn't entirely full when I found it in the store. But um, so of course I had to get creative to show the potential buyers how much of this they were going to be able to get from me if they purchased it. So I took a black light. No, definitely not a black light. I took a flashlight that I had downstairs with me and shined it into the bottle so that way they could see the amount. I did that with something else too, and I guess it wasn't as full as I had thought, but it was harder to see because of the paint covering the bottle. Anyway, so I believe I did sell this for full asking price of $24.99. So just a little tip, if you're going to sell perfume and cologne and the bottle is hard to see how much of that product is left, take a flashlight to it, you might be able to see it. So I have to give a big shout out to Alex of Chapter 2 Vintage Co., / House on Noble. She, I want to say it was a while ago, but also one of her recent thrifting videos, somewhat recent. She mentioned the name Dossier, and I did not know who or what that brand was. So I guess you can say that Dossier is the dupe brand of higher end colognes, or I'm sorry, perfumes. I think dupe is the new word for knockoff, or maybe it's a nicer version of a knockoff. So I think that's what they call dupe nowadays, instead of knockoff being a cheap, like really cheap version of something. A dupe is a nicer version. So I feel like you have the authentic brand, the dupe, and then the true cheap knockoff. Call me wrong, or I have no idea. But again, I bought this fragrance right when I came back from the beach at that military thrift store. I want to say before the coupon that was applied, I paid about $5.60 because this was not a color that was on sale. So it was originally 30% off. So I paid about $5.60 for it, and it did sell for $19.99. This was the Fruity Jasmine scent. I also sold the Fruity Honey dossier perfume. Again, it was the same price, $5.60, and it did sell for $24.99. Some of them ranged between $19.99, $24.99. I think one of them I even sold for $30. I can't remember, but yes. All right, so this next item did end up being returned. It just was not the same size that the buyer had thought it was. Long story short, he emailed me after he got it, and he said that it wasn't the right size. He was trying to replace it for his wife who had broken her original one. Because there was no dimensions or anything of it, I just said, that's perfectly okay, and he wasn't a total, like, ick day head to me about it. So I said, yeah, you know what, it's only $13. It's fine, you can relist it, and I got the item back, and I refunded him. So these little compact mirrors, I want to say I got this for $2 at Goodwill. I listed it for $14.99 with best offer, and the guy originally offered me $13. So yeah, returns happen sometimes. I'm gonna knock on wood and say that they don't happen too often for me. Again, knock on wood. But they're gonna happen. Sometimes the sellers make mistakes and don't say how big the item is. I mean, granted, this makes it look like it's huge or much smaller than what it really is. So that's okay. Live and you learn. This is another item that I picked up when I was up in Scott's neck of the woods. I want to say the last time I was up there. This is a Joe Vitale Tiki Joe Vitale Tiki Farm hothead mug from 2002. Not Tiggy, Tiki. Um, and some of these mugs, even though they're more modern, if the establishment is no longer there, sometimes their mugs can be quite collectible. I listed this for about $34.99. With some of the red paint coming off, someone offered me a really random price of $25.13. I would have been fine just taking the $25. But anywho, that's what it sold for. Again, with the fragrances and body mists, this is Victoria's Secret Dream Angel Heavenly. This does have a shimmer in it, like it's sparkly. I want to say that I paid $3 or $4 for this, and I did take a best offer of $20. So of course I had to take that. This was interesting. I had never seen, or maybe I have seen this brand before. I think I have. I think they sell this brand at Walmart. Because I think I've had some dish soap by this brand. I'm not sure. Anyway, this came from the Hancock Antique Mall, and I believe I paid about $7.50 for both of them, the body spray and the hand soap. And they did sell for, I think I sent out a best offer of $27 to somebody, and they gladly accepted. So I don't know if this is a discontinued scent or something that they only bring out like during the summertime, because pineapple and papaya is a very summery scent. And speaking from experience, I like nautical scents. Like I like coconut and lime and things like that all year. And I know that places like Bath and Body Works or even Walmart will sell brands that are items that are that scent just like for the season, if that makes sense. And I, prefer to use it all year. Like I like the beachy scents all year. Like I'm not somebody that likes to, transition from like scents for all my products throughout the, year. Like the springtime, I would use things that are floral, which I'm not into anyway. Summertime, you stick to the tropical stuff, and then fall time you do like apple and cinnamon and pumpkin, and wintertime you do coconut and all that stuff. I'm not into that. I just like to stick to one thing that I like, and I just run with it. So, people, of course, when something is out of season and they really like it and they run out and they know they're not going to be able to get it till the next year, they'll, of course, turn to the internet for, to see if they can find what they need. I hope that wasn't too much of a ramble. I'm sorry, but just trying to make a point here. So this is something that I have had for I'd say probably for a good 2 years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. This is Selsun Blue Medicated Dandruff Shampoo 2-pack. This is older. This is from 1986, and I believe that they still make this product today. Whether or not the formula has changed over the years, I'm not sure, but I paid $5 for this pack of this product, and it did sell finally for $24.99. Yes, some things do sit for a while on eBay. Not everything is a quick sale. You list it and it sells right away. Sometimes it just takes the right buyer for anything that you're offering for sale to come and purchase it. But I was happy that somebody was finally able to get their hands on some of this, especially if they remember using it in the 80s. So this is Avon, a new Skin Invincible Day Lotion. It's SPF 50. This did expire in 2021, and of course I made sure to disclose that. So some Avon products, depending on what they are, can sell really, really well. I know that I've sold some things in the past that were, you know, good price, good return on investment based on what I paid for them. So I want to say I paid about $3 for this, and I think I either sent out a best offer of 20 or somebody offered me 20, and I gladly sold it to them for that because I only paid $3. So that was a good return on investment there. Another item that I bought at an indoor flea market out in PA is this Signature Club A Vitamin Complex Shampoo Conditioner Combo. I did not see any of this in the 16-ounce bottle listed, so I just went up a little higher than what I saw the, I think, next size down was. Anywho, so I listed it for $49.99, and somebody offered me $35, and I said, you know what? I think I only paid like $4 for it, $3 or $4, so I gladly took the $35. And the final item that I would like to share with you all that sold for the month of October are these Herman Survivors Oak Ridge Leather 6-inch steel toe work boots. These I actually bought arbitrage. I got these at Walmart, one of the Walmarts that we have here. We've got two in town. So originally these shoes I want to say retailed at Walmart for like $55, and I guess the store was just trying to clear them out for whatever reason. I don't know why. But anyway, I got them for $5, brand new. They do have some issues, like some of the leather's a little bit like discolored. Like as you can see, like right there, just some small little things that I wanted to note. But they're nice quality shoes, I gotta say. If I was more of like an outdoorsy person, I probably would have kept these. But I don't really wear boots. I mostly stick to Crocs and whatnot because I'm that way. But anywho, so I did list these for $50. Somebody did offer me 35. I think we counter offered. I can't remember what they offered me. I think they offered me 25, and I'm like, okay, that's half of what I'm asking, so no. For a brand new product, no. So I sent them an offer of 38. I think they declined it, but then they resubmitted the offer of 35, and like I said, I paid $5 for these, so I'm not going to be too stingy with my prices. So, of course, I took the $35 offer, and these are already packed up and ready to go out the door. So that was all I had to share with you all today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Let me know down below in the comment section, what were some of your better sales on eBay? I would love to know. Or what sale surprised you the most? I would love to know. Leave it down below in the comments again. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.